What's up, guys? Here demonstrating how to apply the Varathane polyurethane oil-based, and this is a clear gloss, and as you can see, it dries really fast. It's got some good durability, and it's got good scratch resistance, which is what polyurethane is typically known for. So I'm going to be demonstrating on the this butcher block, which is acacia wood, and the raw finish looks really nice. It's a little darker on video than what you see in person, but this is the raw finish. And so I'm going to be applying this on one side and showing you just how beautiful it becomes with a poly, how it highlights that amber tone within the wood versus the raw finish that you'll see on one side. So first thing you want to do is just get the can open here. It's kind of stuck as it dries. And we're going to go ahead and shake it up. Or not shake it up, but rather stir it. Give it a nice little stir there. You get a lot of that polyurethane that goops up, sits at the bottom. And if you don't stir it up real good, then you won't get that consistent finish like you would as the product's mixed. And that's pretty much the basic concept with any liquid. Things settle at the bottom. Alright, so we'll set that aside. So I've got basically a foam brush that we're going to be applying this with. And what we want to do beforehand, obviously, is go ahead and sand one side. And I've got somewhat of a medium to fine sanding block. It recommends 150 to 220, but I think this is sufficient for this particular project. So I'll just go ahead and give it a little light sanding. Sanding with the grain, obviously. All right, now we're going to go ahead and clean it off. So we want to clean it off with some paint thinner, or maybe just mineral spirits. Paint thinner is basically 100% mineral spirits. So what I like to use is the blue shop towels, because it doesn't give off those little fibers that paper towels use, and so sometimes that can get stuck within the grains. So you don't want that. These are a lot better. They don't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this now. I'll get a nice clean surface for the polyurethane to accept it on the wood. See all that dust coming up? Alright. That looks pretty clean. Definitely wear a respirator while using this. I'm not doing that right now because it's such a short surface that I'm working with. Alright, so that looks pretty dry. Okay. Feels nice and smooth. Alright, so now we're going to just go ahead and dip our brush in there. Don't soak it too much. Alright, just go with the grain. Nice even strokes. It seems as though the camera cut off on me for some reason. It stopped recording. Thought it was recording the whole time, but I guess it wasn't. So I went ahead and finished one side. As you can see, it's already leveling out pretty nice. Not really any visible brush marks there. A little bit here, but that's the last part of what I did. But as you can see, it's already a total difference in terms of the color. Really highlights that amber, that golden effect. And then that raw, obviously somewhat lifeless, still beautiful, but that polyurethane really accentuates the color and really brings it to life. And that's just one coat. And with this polyurethane, you want to use roughly 3 coats. I think that's the direction on the can basically, and that is very well sufficient. That first coat is basically like a sealer coat. So it soaks into the pores and it kind of seals it. The second coat, provides an additional layer of protection. It's kind of almost like your base coat basically, and then your last coat is going to really provide that sheen, that extra added protection as that final coat, and it's really going to make that wood last for years on end. So definitely a great product, but I highly recommend wearing a respirator when using any solvent-based products, because the vapors and can really get you lightheaded and definitely cause headaches and so forth, and you don't want that. So definitely work in a well-ventilated area, and yeah, that's pretty much. All right, so that's 2 coats. As you can see, it's already got a nice glossy sheen there. Turn it this way. See that shine. It's got a really nice, somewhat of a thick coat. It's pretty resistant to scratches already, just on the second coat. I mean, you can't see anything. And it leveled out really nice. So just imagine a third coat. You could still feel the grains a little bit, but that third coat's probably going to seal all that up. So depending on the sheen that you want, it's definitely going to vary based on how it's going to look. But in terms of protection, I mean, 2 coats was pretty good already, but that third coat's definitely gonna give you the ultimate protection. So highly recommend the product. Levels out well, no brush marks, and yeah, give it a try. Thanks for watching.